In our gospel today, we hear the radical demand on discipleship. To the scribe who approached the Lord and declared his readiness to follow him, the Lord answered, "Foxes have dens, and birds of the sky have nests, but the Son of Man has nowhere to rest his head." And to the other one who expressed the same thing, but on a condition, to allow him to bury first his father, the Lord answered, "Follow me, and let the dead bury their dead." Such a radical demand on discipleship. It is just a clear reminder for all of us that our vocation as disciples of the Lord should be the one that would always take priority in our daily life. When the Lord said, "Foxes have dens and birds of the sky have nests, but the Son of Man has nowhere to rest his head," He is reminding us that as disciples of the Lord, we must be ready to experience sacrifices. We should not be looking after rewards and comforts in life, but we must be ready to take up our cross and follow the Lord. Discipleship is a life of sacrifice. Oftentimes, it is not a bed of roses. Thus, one writer has this to tell us that the reason why Christianity has not transformed the world much is because it is not being practiced totally. Christianity is not a failure. The problem is, it is not being applied or practiced totally. And I think that the writer is correct in many ways, because it is really true that there are so many of us who are or who seriously lack commitment in our life as disciples. Yes, we are proud to be Catholics. We are proud to be called Christians. But in terms of practicing it on the day-to-day basis, there remains a big question mark. Because in most cases, we live our Christian vocation when it is convenient for us. But if we are pressed and pushed to a life of serious witnessing, then that we need to do something. There is also urgency in following the Lord. We cannot postpone. That is why when this second would-be disciple of the Lord expressing on a condition to allow him to bury his father first, the Lord simply replied, "Follow me, and let the dead bury their dead." Of course, we need to take this in a proper context. For general Christians, I think the Lord is very considerate and very compassionate. But for those who respond to the calling of the Lord as religious priests and missionaries, this demand, this gospel demand, is something that has to be taken seriously. Let the dead bury their own dead. But as for you, follow me. In my experience as a missionary of the divine word, there are so many members of our family whom I was not there. They have been wishing for me to preside the funeral, but the demand of my ministry simply says, "No, you take care. I won't be around." And so the Lord said, "Let the dead bury their own dead, but as for you, follow me." And so, my dear brothers and sisters, on this day, wherein we celebrate the memorial of Saint Irenaeus of Lyons, the bishop and martyr, let us ask for his intercession, so that like him we have the courage to be witnesses of our Christian faith, to bear the good news of the gospel in season or out of season, when it is convenient or inconvenient. Then we become faithful disciples of the Lord.